I mean, they both been painful in their own right. Um, when you get to this point, you get to the finals. You want to be able to hold up the trophy at the end of it, and you feel like you wish you could have did more to help the team and put the team in position to succeed and to win. And when it doesn't turn out that way, it's a downer for sure.
LeBron, it's very easy for fans to sit in a room and say it'd be great if LeBron and Dwayne and Chris all took pay cuts to be able to fit in another player. Do you feel comfortable, A, entertaining that idea, and B, getting in the room with Dwayne and Chris and advocating that all of you do that?
Well, I mean, I haven't even began to even wrap my mind around it. My mind been on what happened in the finals, and the disappointment and myself not being able to come through for the team to help us win. I haven't really. I need to get away with my family, before I even start to think about, what happens next.
So, Ron, when do you think you'll meet with your team and the team and maybe entertain those discussions?
I don't know. I mean, I plan on getting away soon, take my family on vacation, a well-needed vacation with them, and after that, maybe I can be a little bit more clear-headed about the things that need to be done going in the future.
LeBron, on a team that's gone to four straight NBA Finals, you talked all year about your kinship and friendship with the guys on this team. What would be any factors that would have you leave this team, other than some doubts that you haven't expressed to us?
No, for me, I just want to win, and that's all that matters to me. And like I said, I haven't even begun to even think about what my future holds or what I have in store. I will sit down with my team at some point, my family as well. Today definitely wasn't today, so I'm not even at that point to even talk about it.
Has anything, either in the finals or during the season, created doubts to you that you, with this returning core, doesn't give you the best chance to repeat as a champion?
Thinking about the future while I'm in the moment is something I've never done, and I probably would never do in my life. So I can sit here and tell you, no, there's nothing that happened throughout the season or the postseason or in the finals that I was looking toward the future, saying, okay, well, if this doesn't happen, then my future is going to change. I never got to that point.
In making a decision, Ron, how important is your relationship with this front office, with this ownership group that you've built over the years?
Well, I mean, the decision comes down to me and my family at the end of the day. That's going to be the number one priority as my family, and if my family is happy, then I'm happy. I'm able to perform at a high level, so, my family plays a huge part in it. But like I said, I haven't even began to even have those conversations with my family or with my agent, with my team or anybody. At this point, they've kind of just been leaving me alone and know how I am after a loss.
In 2011, you famously went into the dark room and blamed yourself largely for what went on. This time, it's obviously got to be a much different feeling for you. You can't probably blame yourself for what went on in this series. How will that make it easier getting over this, do you think, in any way?
Well, it hasn't started off that way. Only time will tell. Like I said, I've been fortunate enough to play in 5 finals. But on the other end, I've lost 3 of them. And that doesn't sit well, with me at all. Being in this position and being able to get to that point and, be under 500 and not be successful in those games. I take a lot of credit, a lot of blame. And even this year, I just feel like I could have done more. I don't know if it was from playing the game at a more energetic facet of the game in the postseason or in the finals or leading better or whatever the case may be. I don't know. And it's just the pressure I put on myself. I'm a little hard. Like I told you before, I'm harder on myself than anyone else could be. So I don't know. Like, to answer your question, Tim, I don't know which one is going to be harder. I won't know until I snap out of it, actually.
LeBron, Chris Bosh talked about the mental grind of this season. Going into 4 straight finals and playing so much basketball, was there a mental grind to this season that was much different than what you've been through before?
I think the mental grind happens every year. For me, it hasn't changed. It's been the same for me because I've played extensive basketball for multiple years now, even before I came to Miami. So I was playing into the Eastern Conference Finals, and then going into the Olympics, and then coming back and playing into the second round or whatever case may be, and competing and having to always be on. So from that aspect of things, it never was a mental grind, and just because it was 4 years, every year is a mental grind, and how you approach it and how you go about it, allows you to either get over it or you stay in it. So, it wasn't too much for me.
LeBron, they have talked about you haven't wrapped your mind on thinking about your future decision, but obviously the organization has. And Spo said earlier that he hopes that the championship that this team has won is kind of a sales pitch and so on. What do you need to hear from them when that time comes? You sit down with Mickey or Pat Spo.
I don't need to hear anything. I don't need to hear anything. I understand what this team and this franchise brings to the table. But like I said, I'm not at that point right now. When I get there, I'll be ready to talk about it. But right now, I haven't even begun to even think about it.
What have these last 48 hours been like for you? You look exhausted. Has the season hit you, or is it?
I'm actually not exhausted. I actually thought about working out today. The crazy thing is, I told my wife I was gonna get a workout. She looked at me crazy. It's mentally, just going through a long season, a challenging season. At this point now, you can kind of just like decompress. Probably look exhausted because I need a haircut. My face is a little scruffy. But actually, I'm okay. I mean, I could play today if I needed to, and mentally jump right back into it.
LeBron, you said it after the finals press conference that the Spurs, like blueprint is kind of ideal, and maybe something you would like to model your team after. How realistic do you think that would be here?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I said to model my team after, because every team is different. I said that's the way the game of basketball should be played. It's understand that the individuals get a lot of the press and the limelight, and the praise and the falls and the doubts and everything. But this is one of the ultimate team games, and you, as an individual, you have to rely on others, and guys rely on you in order for everyone to be successful. And the way they've played the game over the years, even when they haven't raised the trophy, they've tried to play basketball the right way by sharing the ball. It's not one guy bigger than another. You play for the team and not for yourself. But at the same time, you bring your own individual ego and your talents to a team aspect. Understand this is what we're here for. We're here to win for the team and not for self. And you can always be excited to see that type of brand of basketball.
What about like off the court as well? How they structured their salaries and everything. How realistic?
I don't know what they've done with their salaries. Only
They're taking a lot less money.
I can't get involved in that. I don't know.
But LeBron, because there is a hard cap, because there's a tax and all of that, sometimes there might require maneuvering to bring in additional talent. As much as you don't like to talk about money, and maybe it shouldn't be part of it.
I like talking about money.
Okay.
I like money.
Obviously, this is a unique situation, and other teams have done this, including the Spurs, to step back and add more talent. So, will you sit down with Dwayne and Chris saying, if we do X, maybe Y would be better off for us?
Well, I think there's a conversation that will be had between the three of us. I think it's only right. I think we've earned that for each other to have a conversation and see what can possibly happen. Obviously, I don't know what Dwayne right now is thinking. I don't know what Chris is thinking right now. Guys are probably not thinking much of anything. They're trying to get to their destinations and of that nature, and then worry about that later. But we'll see what happens.
Can I ask you that?
Two more questions.
There's a difference between free agency and the option to have free agency. How much difference does that process feel for you than it did in 2010 right now? Do you feel like you have to become a free agent?
Nah, I don't know. Just being able to have flexibility as a professional, anyone. That's what we all would like. That's for any sport. That's for a football player, a baseball player, and basketball players to have flexibility and be able to control your future, or your present. So I have a position to be able to do that. Not saying if I want to take that option or not. I'm not quite sure yet, but um, it's a lot of times that you're not in control of your future in professional sports. And I've been fortunate enough to have two opportunities to do that. In 2010, where I exercised my free agency, and if I decide to use it now, I can also be in control of my future by exercising my option to become a free agent. So it's still, as a professional, like I said, to be able to have that flexibility is something that we all would love to have.
Do you feel like you're in more control this time?
Say that again.
Do you feel like you're in more control this time than you were 4 years ago, even though it was your decision, of course, 4 years ago as well?
I just I feel more at ease this time. 2010 it was out of control. It was the craziest summer I've ever been a part of, and I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from that summer. That I can actually, if I decide to need to go back to that place, I can use a lot of what I did or shouldn't do, or whatever the case may be, going into this summer, and figure it out from there. So I'm definitely in a better place right now, even though in 2010 I got put out in the postseason, earlier than I expected, or didn't accomplish what I wanted to, and I have kind of the same feeling now, being put out of the postseason before achieving my goal. So, the feelings is kind of the same.
Do you plan to talk to any other players
I do.
outside?
I do one more, Tim. Huh?
Do you plan to talk to any other players? Your players are allowed to, the team can't. Obviously, if you guys were to restructure, is it possible you would talk to some outside players and gauge their feelings for if we're able to make this work? Would you
I have no. I don't even know who the unrestricted, restricted, early ETOs, whatever the case may be, guys are. I haven't even dug into that. And for me, I don't even know if that's my position. I think that's what Rouse is so great at, and obviously Spo's going to get into it and seeing guys that could help us be better. Because every team in the NBA continues to get better every year, and we need to get better as well. I mean, we have some holes that need to be filled. Me getting out and talking to guys, it's not gonna ultimately make it happen. We'll see what happens with that when we get to that point. All right. Appreciate it. Yep.